when you cannot avoid the storm, when you cannot avoid the crisis, what a crisis looks like and how to get through it. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, I just did another video about crisis and how there are things in life that people have to go through. I have a friend who was just diagnosed with end-stage cancer and given 3 months to live. That is a crisis. And I have another friend going through a relationship challenge, at best, if you want to call it a challenge. And I have another friend who just is recovering from brain surgery. And I know other people are going through financial difficulties. It's a crisis for them. So some crises through great decisions can be avoided entirely. Some can be navigated around. And yet there are some situations like my friend with the cancer, the end-stage cancer diagnosis. They can't avoid the situation. There's nothing that they can do to avoid it. They have to go through it. Now, I believe in knowing what you want. I believe in facing reality and looking at reality and saying, this is what I'm being told, this is what will likely happen. And yet, I'm going to also go into positive mode and believe the best, that I'm going to be well. That was how we did it with my husband. He was given end-stage cancer diagnosis 3 years ago. And, we were stunned, we were shocked. That's how often it is. You may know something's going to happen, but you kind of deny it. And then when you're faced with reality, you're shocked. And then come, disbelief. And then you decide that, what am I going to do? You panic and, a lot of times. And you say, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to get through this? And so when you're going through a crisis, you don't know how long it's going to last and what life is going to look like on the other end. Whether it's completely new normal that you have to adapt to and adjust to and create a wonderful life anyhow, or what the results are going to be, or if things are going to go back to the way they used to be. Rarely after a crisis do things go back to exactly the way they used to be. Often we grow through crisis, and it changes who we are, hopefully for the better. And so like with my dear friend, I told them, I said, make sure you're getting the right advice, the right doctors that can possibly help you, and stay focused on getting well, but also address reality if that were to happen. So it's sort of like you're looking in both directions at once, but ultimately you're pointing yourself in the direction of wellness, not sickness. And yet you're also acknowledging that reality and preparing if it were to come. And so he has great people around him, me included, for his emotional support. He does have great doctors around him. And we are believing the best for him, the very, very best for him. So my husband, as y'all know, is 100% cancer-free. And we could have believed the worst, and maybe the worst would have happened. We addressed the worst, we prepared for the worst, and then we got busy praying and hoping for the best to happen and doing everything we could to turn things around. And like I said today, he's 100% cancer-free after being in end-stage cancer. And he got diagnosed in end-stage cancer, so it was a very traumatic shock. But we kept our faith. So life did look different after that. Our perspective on things looked very different, even though maybe to the outer, looking in, things looked the same. But we completely, I don't want to say completely changed, but it refined us even more. And so when you go through a crisis, you've got to make right decisions, and you've got to stay positive. And you've got to also understand that your reality may change, the way things look, but you will make it through, and whatever circumstances are on the other side or during, you will adapt, you will adjust, and you will make the most positive, right decisions that you can to get the very best results that you can. That you will hold on to faith and hope and belief that you're going to be okay, that it's all going to work out, that things are going to work out for you or for the situation. And you've got to make right decisions, and you've got to surround yourself with people that can help you make the right decisions, people that can help you, and also people that can comfort you. And you've got to be good to yourself. You've got to love yourself through it. And remember, no matter what anybody says, always remember the wonderful person that you are. Crisis often brings out the best in people and the worst in people. Often crisis brings out vultures, and often crisis brings out truly kind people that maybe you didn't even know existed up to that point. So crisis is a shaking out process, but not all of it is bad, because after that shaking out process is done, then you begin to rebuild. With whatever's left over, you rebuild, and you build your life stronger and better, more resilient, and even maybe happier than you've ever been. And so keep your positive faith. You're going to make it through. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.